as we begin today's discussion, today's interesting discussion. If I join us for the first time, you're welcome. If this is your first time of you connecting live with us, you're welcome to today's interesting section. So if you're here to connect live with us, so let's start joining as we begin today's conversation. So today we'll be talking about the war slash USDT token. Now we'll be talking about the differences, analyzing it on Gate.io. So if you're listening to me and you're yet to start trading on Gate.io, please kindly start trading because this is what we'll actually be looking at in the course of today's conversation. So I want everyone that is here to start trading or making use of Gate.io, please kindly start making use of it for your trading and order. So welcome everyone. Welcome everyone. So please if you're here to follow my profile, please kindly do follow my profile so that whenever I'm live, you'll be signified like whenever I'm live and we won't miss out on any interest. You won't miss out on any interesting section as we keep moving ahead. We're also live on YouTube, so you can actually follow us up so that we all can enjoy today's interesting section. Now, we'll be looking at the white paper of this token. We're talking about what does the white paper actually talked about, what do we need to know about this token when trying to analyze it. Then we will come back to Gate.io to actually explain this token itself. What is it really all about? The token itself. We'll be getting basic understanding about what we need to know about this token when actually on a real sense when actually looking at it. Now, for the basically one point we need to understand when talking about this token is that it's a token that actually is going to be very helpful when actually looking at it when talking about the economy, the utility behind the token, or how it was brought. I do tell people that before you go to any project or invest on any kind of project, you need to check. Okay, what is the project really about? Okay, what is the utility of this project? What is actually the use case of this project? And what does the project actually stands to offer in the long run? Now, all these points are actually what is important before you can actually determine if a project is worth investing in or not. So, if a project is not actually having a good utility, is not actually giving out the product that is expected to give out, then you need to know that, okay, that product is not actually worth investing in. But if the product is actually something that actually has a very good utility, the use cases actually are okay when looking at the price factor, when looking at the ranging of the price, is it okay? Does it has a very good does it who how many people are actually holding the coin? Now, how many coins actually in circulation? What is the coin really all about? What do they have to do and all that? What is the native token? All those things are actually important information you need to know before you actually even though before give that I actually approve a coin, they should have I believe they have a level of trust in it before they can actually approve this kind of coin to actually this kind of coin should actually come on board. So let's get a basic understanding to what we're actually talking about. Let's look at we are currently going to be looking at the utility of the token and all that. We're going to the coin market cap to get a basic understanding about it, and also before we actually move ahead in the course of today's conversation. So now, when talking about the token economy, now one important point you need to understand is that our internal economy run both currency, and that is the soft token and also the software currency. The main purpose of the soft currency is to allow any user to participate in Wasder internal economy and reduce the friction of users who are prohibited from engaging cryptocurrency due to legal reason, as well as making familiar with our top features law and with lesser friction and other. It's also useful to providers to actually help providers and other users with smaller reward that do not actually have equal real reward and other when actually looking at the reward value and all that. So now one another important point we need to understand that the diversity majority of interaction will be taken using this walls coin and which can be used for diverse way And what are the ways in which you can actually use this coin for? Now, the first one is awarding user for a varieties of beneficial action on the network. Now you can actually use it for actual awarding users for varieties of beneficial actions on the network. And also another interesting point in which you can actually use this token for is publisher and user and content creator and minted on their own NFT to be sold on our marketplace. That is what you can actually use this coin to do. Another one again, you can actually use this as a prize for tournament running as to by user or on game market and marker and others. Another one is also is as the top as the tip currency for favorite streamers and content creators and all that. Also, buying premium NFT in the market space. So all these are actually interesting points in which you can actually make use of this token to these are what you can actually use this token for when actually when actually looking at it in a range and look at okay, what can we actually make use of this token to do, what is the utility behind this token that we can actually make use of it to do. So all these are actually important points that we need to consider when actually looking at this token, when trying to look at okay, what can you use it for, what is the utility behind the token, how can we actually make use of it and all that. So all these are actually important points that we need to all consider when talking about this token, what we need to know about it, how can we actually make use of it in the long run. And that's why I said awarding user for varieties of benefits on the network, also publishing and also publisher, user and content creator actually minting their own NFT to be sold in our marketplace, and also as price for tournament. You can actually use it for price for tournaments and all that. So all these are actually basic information that we need to know when talking about this token, what we need to know about it, how can we actually go about it. And please, if you're joining us for the first time, please kindly if you're joining us for the first time, you are welcome. You are welcome. Let's signify by on the chat box, signify by showing yourself on the chat box. And if you're yet to follow our profile, please kindly do follow our profile so that whenever we are live, you'll be signified whenever we're live. And also, we'll be giving out a red carpet immediately this section ends. We'll be giving out a red carpet to actually talk about, giving out red carpet to everyone actually listening to us in this section. So red carpet is actually going to be given out to everyone. So if you're here to follow us up, please can you just follow us up so that you won't miss out when this distribution starts. You can actually start type on the chat box if you are ready and if you are following us in the course of today's conversation. I really appreciate everyone that is following us. Please can you just type on the chat box to show that so that I will know that you guys are actually following me so that we can actually move ahead in the course of today's conversation. So now, in moving ahead on what we are actually in moving ahead in talking about what we're actually talking about. Now, one other important point when talking about this is that user gain. Remember, I talked about the user can gain swan through varieties of actions, and what ways can actually users actually gain from this token that we're actually talking about. Now, they can actually gain from this token by one completing a seasonal that pass and also being in a community of hero and a good and in good standing, reducing toxicity, also winning in tournaments, joining promotion and giveaway, publishing it in a kind of a free marketing, and also we might look at the future earning opportunity in the future and all that. So all these are actually ways in which you can actually earn this token when actually looking at it, explaining what is it really all about. And also now you can see the game ecosystem, how it actually works. You can see from here, I believe, can everyone see this? Okay, yeah, everyone can see it. You can see the way it actually works. You can see the game ecosystem. You can see use NFT to check to dex out the Java and also showroom. We have permanent growth and self-expression. We have marketplace. We have beneficial behavior. We have sort of partnership events and all. So this is the game cycle of how it actually works. Now, the ecosystem of the Swada ecosystem. Now, ecosystem follow the gaming slope approach, in which users perform beneficial action such as creating good content and interacting with our partners will aid them progress on the side pass, on the sword pass, and other gamification mechanism. This will in turn will yield soft currency and also the token and other, and users can use it to actually buy item from the marketplace. Now from the marketplace, can actually acquire NFT. From the marketplace we're actually talking about, you can actually now acquire more NFT to this that we're actually talking about, that allows them to actually check on the showroom and all that. So all these are actually important points we need to know when talking about this token. How does it actually works? What is it really all about and all that? Now what about the economy balancing? Now the economy balancing of this token is that the purpose of the token economy is to facilitate and supercharge the core business. The ecosystem is constructed in a circular ecosystem, which the solder only take cut to be able to feed the token back as reward. Now this keep the internal reward system flowing, as well as allowing early token adopters to see increased demand as a yield token as more users enter the platform and others. So as more users actually enter the platform, it's not that you're actually going at loss and all that. It's something that you're actually gaining more from the ecosystem when actually looking at it on the real sense, when actually going into it on the real sense. So all these are actually important and interesting points we need to actually factor out or take note of when talking about this token, when talking about what the token is actually all about, how can we actually make use of it and all that. Now the SWOT does not actually aim to make money from selling and the swan and all that. User can, however, acquire the swan from internal markets if they can have its means and knowledge to do so. So more information about the overall token economy can be found in the tokenomics segments and all that. So now let's look at the marketplace. Now the swan is a market is used is using a marketplace system powered by one of the strongest partners in the blockchain industry. Now, the detail is a partnership the unveil will actually be unveiled later and all that. Now, this marketplace allow both the token and also users play studio and creators to sell NFT content on the platform. So you can actually sell NFT, you can actually your social content, your showroom NFT, you have the price NFT and all that. All this can actually be done in this platform and all that. So all these are actually important points we need to know when talking about this. Now, the game itself, the Swordam game, and the token is the worst. That is the worst dollar and all that is what point we need to understand. Now the game of the Sworden blockchain tech adoption is for mainstream players. We consist of five main building blocks. And the first one is incentive system. We have the collections and inventory. We have the swan down pass. We have the green metaphor. We have the expression, self-expression. So all these are actually important points that we need to note. We need to consider when talking about when trying to explain this token, what this token is actually really all about. What does it do in the market space and all that. So all these are actually important points that we need to know, take note of when talking about this token. So I don't know, are we ready for the red carpet? Are we ready for the red carpet? Please, I'm waiting for you guys to check me out. Check me, check. If you comment on the chat box, if you're ready for the red carpet, so that I will distribute it as soon as possible. So if you're listening to me and you're ready for the red carpet, you can actually signify on the chat box so that I can actually distribute it as soon as possible. So if I can get comments on the chat box, so it's going to distribute it immediately. I get comments on the chat box. So now, as we are moving ahead, now remember what you're talking about is the token itself. What is it really all about? What do we need to know when actually looking at this token and all that? Now we're actually going to begin to get on I was actually get some analysis about this token, about how what do we need to know about this token, how can we actually go about this token and all that. Now from this place, now we can see that this game Swandan and blockchain tech adoption on is for mainstream players and actually consists of five main building blockchain. That is one. We have the incentive system. We have the sword pass. We have the collective inventory. We have the growing metaphor and other. And the last one, we have the self expression. Now, when talking about the self expression, that is when we talk about tools that will enable you to use and show off your inventory and virtual representation within the product, not outside the product, but it's going to be within the product. So you can actually show off your inventory and virtual representation, and something that is something very very unique within the product and other. Also, when talking about the growth metaphor, that is when we talk about the virtual backbone of the incentive system. Now, the growth metaphor is actually the virtual backbone of the incentive system. This fuels the platform economy, and players can showcase their own achievement and personalize their space, your urban collection, and also the space you are in and your favorite things. Then when we talk about the collection and inventory, the representation of the entire collection categorized in different types of collective bids and others. So all these are actually important points that we all need to consider when talking about what this token is actually all about, what we need to know about this token and all that. Now, before we come back to explain more, to talk about what we're actually talking about. Now let's go to Gate.io to actually get some of this analysis, what is actually happening in the market in the last 24 hours, what has been happening in the market in the last 24 hours. Let's get understanding of that before we actually move ahead in the course of today's conversation. Let's get analysis on what has been happening in the market in the last 24 hours. Now, based on this analysis, I believe everyone can see my screen. Oh, okay. Now, based on this analysis, now you can see in the market space, you can see this in the market space. Let me cancel this. Let me cancel this. Let me cancel this. Now, you can see this. Now, we'll actually be going to the coin market cap. We're going to coin market cap to analyze this coin and all that. Now, this is 1 hour time frame. So it has okay. It has actually break. It has actually broken here and it's going up. It's actually going up. Now, the all-time high, the highest it has gone here. When we look at this place, let's check. Okay, let me put this in a 30 minutes time frame. 30 minutes time frame. Now looking at it here, okay, it has gone so before it has actually gotten to yeah, this is what, okay, it came down to here, this is 1.4 and 1.0, 1.04 and all that. Now these are just looking, you can see it broke this place, it broke this place here. You can see it here. It broke here. It came here. It went down. It broke this place. Came here. It came down here. It came down again, it came up again. So it's actually that should show that there's buying and selling in the market. There's actually buying and selling. When looking at this token like this, the way it is, you will discover one thing: they're actually buying and selling. They're actually pump and dump in the market when actually looking at this token, looking at what is actually happening in the market space and all that. So all these are actually, when talking about it, when trying to analyze what is it really all about, how you can actually go about it when trying to analyze this token and all that. Now, I do go to the trading view or coin market cap to actually get more understanding about this token, to actually get okay. Now, I do tell people that okay, before you go to a token, what is the utility behind the token? What has the token done before? Now, what is the prediction price of this token? Now, in 2 years to come, when was this token created? When was it in the market space? How many X axis done. So all these are actually important factors that you must consider before actually investing in any coin whatsoever. All these are actually important factors that you must actually consider. You must actually look at that. Okay, yes, this coin is actually what it has actually done this, actually done that. So that is how what you will know before you actually invest in it. Now, based on what we can have here, you can see the market cap, you can see the market cap here, you can see the number of issues, we have the total supply. You can actually, this is the block website. It's built on the Etherscan. This is the block website, the official page. We have the brief history. Now, let's read this brief history. They say Wanda is a cult edge social media platform that address the structural issue and fragmentation of the gaming industry by providing a seamless gaming experience for players The current customer journey is broken and player faces to host challenges when it comes to discovering new game, researching and acquiring the new game, finding it perfect for people to play and stay and actually engage in. So this is what this game is actually all about. So it's something that okay, as a gamer, you love to play game, you love to go play game to analyze and all that to play different kind of games. So this is actually something that we need to actually take note of when talking about this token. What is it really about? What should we know when talking about this token and all? I believe everyone is following. Please and please, if you're here to follow my profile and listening to me, please kindly do follow my profile so that whenever I'm live, you'll be signify live whenever I'm live, so that you won't miss out on any section as we keep moving forward. So now let's go to the coin market cap to get more analysis about this token. Now, when we come to the coin market cap right now to actually get more analysis about this token, what can we actually see currently that is actually happening in this token right now? Now, we can see the current price of this token. We can see it's currently at zero. We can see it's we have 0.012 1285. That is the current price in the market space when trying to look at this token. This is the current price of what this token when looking at the coin market cap and this is actually the current price when looking at the coin market cap and this is the current price. And also it's actually built on the Ethereum blockchain and all that. Now, I just okay, what is the all-time high before we go to the so what is the all-time high? Now, this coin was actually brought about a year ago. That was in 20. The all-time high, the all-time high of this token was actually 0.06. That was the all-time high of this token. And right now, at the all-time, the lowest it has actually gone to is actually 0.007. That was the lowest it has actually gotten to. So and it came out a year ago. Now, from the time in which it came on board, and that was it came out a year ago, last year when a lot of things are happening in the market space and it still withstand it was still able even though what happened in the market last year, that is 2022, it was still able to withstand the strength, and the lowest it has actually gone to was around 0.007, which you should tell that it's actually a good coin that you can actually look into when trying to look at okay, this coin, what is this coin really all about? How can I actually invest? It's a coin that you can actually invest in and all that. Now, the price performance. What is now the price performance in the last 24 hours? Okay, still loading. In the last 24 hours, what is the past performance? We are going to see it here. I know that now we can say now it has actually gotten from that lowest price to this, it has actually gotten to 0.006, and the current price right now is 0.01. In which, if all things goes well, this 0.01 is actually going to push. We are actually going to see a push in the market space. It can't get lesser than this zero. Yes, it might cancel the zero, but at the same time, we still see some massive push in the market. And currently, in the last 24 hours now, we've been seeing some good push in the market space when looking at okay, the market. Okay, you can see here, you can see it here. You can see now. Okay, just imagine on the 20 on the 4/23 2002. You can see the highest it has gone to 0.04. This was the highest year in that was last year. Now today that the market cap today is this it actually came down. It has actually gone down to around 0.012. That is the lowest it has actually gone to now. Now, there is, what does it measure? People are actually selling this token. People are actually selling this token and all that. Now, the fact that people are selling, that does not mean that that is the end for this token. That does mean that you can see it's actually red. A lot of people are actually selling this token. But now let's check the market cap. Now, are people actually investing into this token? Now, what actually predicts I just told you that okay, what actually predicts the price of a coin is about okay, who is actually investing in the token, and what is the token actually does. The token actually has utility and all that. This token that we're talking about is a gaming game, is a gaming token, and it actually has utility. It has something to offer people. It has something that a lot of people actually love a lot. So it's something that a lot of people can actually look into to actually benefit from when looking at it. Now, okay, now let's look at this. You can see based on what you can see here. Okay, like we have gate.io, and what is it trading? It's actually trading I, where is on currently on gate.io, and what is it actually trading on gate.io? In the last 24 hours, it has in the last 24 hours, this is what it has traded on gate.io. It has traded 17,747 dollars. That was what it has actually traded in the last 24 hours, which is actually a good sign. Which is actually and this was actually updated 1 hour ago. This is actually a good sign about this token, and we also have it in other this we have it on Uniswap, we have it on the Ethereum blockchain and all that, Ethereum on swap blockchain and all that. So all these are actually important points we need to know when talking about this token. What do we need to know? How can we actually go about the liquidity score? You can see the liquidity score here. You can see it's here and other. So all these are actually important factors we need to consider when actually going about analyzing a token, what the token is actually really all about, how can we actually go about it. And so all these are actually important factors that we need to actually consider when talking about tokens, what we need to know about it, how can we actually go about it. And so these are all important factors that we almost actually consider when talking about. So now, what does get coin.io say about this token? What is their own analysis about this token that we are actually talking? What is their own analysis about this token that we are actually talking about. Now, they say that this token gives player a seamless gaming experience in a one-on-one easy use app, including fun way to find friends, discover games, explore content, and earn in-game items, build game identity, and take virtual expression to the next level. And it gives opportunity to actually take virtual expression to the next level. So this is what and this is what anything that has to do with any game that has to do with okay, a lot of people actually like the game. A lot of people actually like making investing in it, making use of it, and that. So all these are actually important points that we need to all consider. That we need to all take note of when talking about this token. When talking about what is it really all about, what is the utility behind this token, what does this token have to offer in the market space, and so it actually has a lot to offer when looking at it in a real sense in the market space, and also all these are actually important factors that we need to all consider when talking about the crypto market, when talking about what we need to know about this token and all that. Now, let's get more information about this. Now, just imagine buying this token. Just imagine this token that we're actually talking about now. Buying, let me just say that how many USDT. Let me just say, okay, you have 50 USDT, for example. Now, you buy 50 USDT of this token. This is the wax token. This is what you will receive. Now, just imagine this token actually got this you bought it at $50. It actually got to $10. It, it got 10x or 20x or thereabout. Just imagine what you will get. Just imagine the amount of money you will get in a very short period of time. In just let me just say in the next 3 months and thereabout, investing in this token and other and just leaving it there or storing. Or even though you're buying 10, if it's $10 or $20, imagine this is what you will get of this token and all that. So and I know that a lot of people the way it's being built, a lot of people are actually going into it to actually play games, to actually invest in the project. And the fact that a lot of people are actually going into it to actually invest in the project and all that, the price will keep increasing and all that. Financial institution they actually influence the price, the way the price moved and all that. The price will keep improving when looking at it and all that. So all these are actually important factors that we need to actually consider when talking about this thing. And also you can actually check, you can see their Twitter page. You can actually check them on Twitter. What is their Twitter handle? How many followers do they have on their Twitter handle? You can check their website. I also actually on the Ethereum blockchain, which is a good sign that you must know. It's actually a good sign that you must know about this token and all that. Now, looking at this now, you can see the total supply. The total supply is actually zero. We don't have any total supply. The maximum supply here is around. Look at the maximum supply million we have here. We also have the diluted into the fully diluted. This is just what has been diluted into the market. So it is not even up to one third of the total supply that's actually be diluted. There's still a lot to actually put into the market. There's actually still a lot to actually put in the market. And also, it's actually trading when talking about when actually talking about the liquidity, how many percent is it trading and all that, you can actually say it. Yeah, it's actually trading 90, 33, 39% of this now self-report circulating supply. And you can say the circulating supply, the volume, the market cap volume supply, and all that. And you can see the volume in 24 hours. This is what is actually trading in 24 hours. In 24 hours, this is what this token is actually trading in 24 hours alone. This is what this token is actually trading, which is a good sign that we need to actually take. This is a good sign that the token is actually doing something interesting, something great in the ecosystem. So all these are actually important factors. All these are actually important points that we need to take note of when talking about the ecosystem. What are they really all about? How can we actually key into it, get an edge when looking at the ecosystem, how can we actually benefit from it and all this. So all these are actually interesting and important points we need to all consider. We need to take note of when talking about this currency that we're actually explaining currently. Now, in moving forward, now I believe you guys can see the how many is actually trading right now. How many is actually the market cap. How many in circulation. You can see there the current market cap, the current market cap of this token. You can actually see what the current market cap of this token is actually really all about. So all these are actually what we need, all actually important points we need to know when talking about this token and others. So let's go. Let's coin deco to actually get more information about this token. Let's go to coin deco because it's actually advisable. I actually advise people, me as a person, to actually check different places, different analysis of the token you're actually going into to invest in. Okay, what does this platform say about the token? What does this other people say about this token? Is it a good platform? Is it a good token to actually invest in 20 in investing it? Just imagine I keep this token in a week or 2 weeks. What is the interest rate? What do I stand to gain for keeping this token for that particular period of time? So all these points are actually interesting factors that we need to all consider when talking about all these tokens and all that. Now we can see this token here. That is the same thing we saw on gate.io. You can see what is actually trading the market. We can see the market cap. You can see what is in circulation. You can see the total, the volume, the 24 hours. You can see what is trading. You can see it here. Now, so what other point do we need to actually what other point do we need to actually know when talking now? Referring the total market cap value. Now, okay, we have an we have the now we can see what we have here. We can see what we have here general. We can see here the market cap. We can see it here. Now, looking at the market space here, you can see what we have on the market space here. You can see it here recently. You can see what it is actually. You can see the exchanges in which we have it here. You can see the exchanges in which is on here. Now, looking at the overview of this market tokenomics, we're actually going to look at the tokenomics of this project. Now, looking at it, okay, it's still loading. It's still loading. It's still loading. Now, looking at this place here, you can see the market analysis. You can see the market analysis from this edge here. From this edge here, you can see the market analysis from this edge here. You can see the statistics, the market statistics of this token, what this token is actually talking about, the market statistics of what this token is actually really all about. So all these are actually important factors that we need to actually need to actually take note of when talking about this token. What are they really all about? How can we actually key into it? And other. So all these are actually important factors that we all need to actually consider. You can see the price, what the current price, 24 hours, what is trading, the in 7 days, what is actually doing the trading volume. We can see the market cap ranking. We can see the market cap. We can see the trading volume, all-time high. We can see the all-time high right here. We can see the all-time low and other. So all these are actually important factors that we all need to consider when talking about these tokens, when talking about what we need to know about it and all that. I believe you guys are actually following me and actually getting what. And also, you can see the community, you can see the website, you can see their Twitter page here. You can see their if you want to follow their Telegram page, you can follow them up. You can look at their ecosystem and all that. So all this. Okay, now looking at their official Twitter page. You can see how many followers they have. I know that they actually have a very huge followers. I know that now. The next thing actually, okay, they find that they have good number of followers. Do they have engagement? I know that. Do they have a lot of engagement in this and this? And it seems they actually have a very good engagement. Really, you can see its impression. How many people actually view their ecosystem, and also all these are actually important factors that we need to consider when talking about this token, when talking about what we need to know about it, how can we actually go into it, and also all these are actually important factors that we need to actually consider and all that. So all the actually important factors that we need to actually take note of when talking about this token and all that. So now looking at the overview, you can see the overview, you can see the partners and brand this thing. You can see the partners and brand, you can see the users, we have the content, we have the student publication, and also all these are actually important factors. Now you can see it from here. You can see the technology, you can see the Wanda main platform is built traditional in cloud, and also all these are actually important points that we need to actually take note of when talking about this token and other. Okay, since we are ready for the airdrops, so let me get the code. You can kindly type on the chat box if to show that you are ready for the airdrop. Let me check for the code. Let me send the code now. Sending the code now. Sending the code now for the airdrop. So if you're ready, just say I'm ready. If you're ready, you're ready. Just tell me know that you are ready so that I know that you guys are ready for the red carpet. Red cap code. Red cap code. Um, so this is it. This is it. There's a red cap code. Please, if you are ready, just type I'm ready on the chat box so that I know you guys are ready. If you're ready, just kindly type I'm ready on the chat box so that I know you guys are ready to analyze to get this token. It also shows that you're actually listening to me all along as we are moving ahead. So that is it. That is it. That is it. You can actually get it right now. So if you're yet to get yours, can type and let me know immediately you've gotten yours. You can let me know on the chat box immediately you've gotten your red carpet and all that. So all these are actually the interesting factors that we need to consider when talking about this token, what this token is actually all about, how can we actually make use of it and all that. So all these are actually interesting and important factors that we all must actually consider when talking about this token and all that. Now, in getting more analysis, you can see the technology behind it, you can see the front end, back end, the web. So all of them is when looking at the white paper, you can see everything is actually signified. Everything is what is has actually been explained when looking at it. So it's not a business that is like, okay, this token is something that okay, it's not something that is going to last for a very long period of time. These are projects that are actually going to last for a very period of time. These are actually core value. Of course, they actually have utility. Now, any project actually has utility. Any project actually has something that has a kind of a branding lifestyle that actually believes that okay, yes, we are creating, they are trying to create a new world, trying to create something unique, trying to create NFT, something very unique, a gaming to can create a kind of a better gaming system for people to actually make use of. Then it's something that is actually very good to actually look into, to actually invest in and all that. Now, you can see it, the key revenue stream are these are the three revenue, the advertising revenue, they have the marketing cost, NFT market cost, they have the partnership agreement. So all these are actually important points that you we all need to take note of when talking about this token, when talking about what and what we need to know about this token. So all these are actually important points that we all need to actually take note of when talking about this token and all that. So please, if you have received your red carpet, let me know if you've received it. Please, if you received your red carpet, let me know on the chat box to show that you guys have received your red carpet. Please, if you receive it, please kindly let me know on the chat box so I will know you guys have actually received yours. I will really I will really appreciate that. Please, if you receive yours, please kindly let me know on the chat box that you've actually received it. You've actually received it. Then kindly let me know on the chat box that you've actually received it. I will really appreciate that. So that is all. These are all important factors that we need to consider when talking about this token, when talking about what and what we need to know about it. How can we actually make use of it? And also, all these are actually important information that we must actually take note of when talking about this token, when talking about what we need to know about it and all that. Now, the next point also we're looking at, let's look at the tokenomics of this project. Now, you can see the tokenomics of this project. Now, the token of this was actually released in the URC token on around May 2021, May 7, 2021. That was when this token was actually released. It was released in the year 2021, and it's a very that is to show you that is a good sign that you must know that okay, this project actually has something to offer. This project is something very very good that actually has a lot to offer when looking at it. Just imagine it was actually released in the year 2020, in the year 2021, and up to now it's actually proving very strong. Even though what is actually happening in the market space and all that is actually showing strength in the market that is actually able to actually withstand no matter what's actually happening in the market space, which is a very good sign, which is something very, very unique that we must actually pinpoint, we must actually note when talking about the ecosystem and all that. Please, have you gotten your airdrop? If you've gotten your airdrop, let me know. Let me know if you've gotten your red carpet. Let me know. Let me know on the chat box. Let me know on the chat box if you actually got your red carpet. Let me know on the chat box that you've actually gotten yours. I'm waiting for your comment. I'm waiting for your comment. I'm waiting for your comment on the chat box that you've actually gotten yours. Let me check my. Let me check if I can redeem my. So all these are actually important factors that we must actually consider, we must actually take note of when talking about token, when talking about what and what we need to know about it, how can we actually make use of it and all. So all these are actually important factors that we must actually take note of when talking about these tokens and all that. I believe you guys have actually gotten a lot, have actually dished out to you guys when talking about this token, what and what you need to know about it, how can you actually make use of it and all that. So all these are actually important point that we need to know about. So let's go to Git.io to actually get a final analysis of about this token, about what is actually currently saying in the market space when looking at trading on it and all that. So let's go to Git.io to actually get another. Okay, it's just one person that has claimed this token. Where others, please kindly do claim it. It's for you. It's for you. It's for you. Kindly claim it. Kindly claim it. Kindly claim this token as we move ahead. Kindly claim this token as we move ahead in the course of this discussion. So all these are actually important points that we need to all consider when talking about this token. And now, in going back to Gate.io to actually analyze this, to going back on board to actually analyze this token, and you can see what is actually saying currently. Well, it has actually moved now, as at yesterday, if you got this token around this let me just say okay, it came down here to it came down here to 0.01, and it moved up here to actually 0.03. That was it's moved up here to 0.03, 0.013, sorry, it moved up here to 0.03. Now it came down. Now it's actually pushing forward again. Now, so all these are actually the analysis that now this is in a 1 hour time frame. Now, if you take it to 30 minutes, Or if you take it to, okay, let me look at, okay, can I put it in a day? A day trade, in a day trade, in a day trade is loading. Okay, now you can see this downtrend. You can see the way it's moving. You can see this way it's moving. As if I'm using my sort of analyzed it for you. You can see the way it's actually moving. Now you can see all what it has actually it has superseded this low here. You can see this low here. You can see this. It has actually broken this line. It has actually broken this line here that we are talking about. It has actually broken this line that we have below here. It has actually broken it downward. So now these are all important points that we know. It has actually broken this downward here, and it has came down to this coin. Now it's currently trading. It broke here, it came down, it broke here, it has a this thing here, it's range around this period, it still came down, it came back, it had a little kind of a fake push. I sorry, but I usually call it a kind of a fake push. It came down drastically, it's still having, so it's still going to actually range for a particular period of time before it's actually pushed off and all that. And actually, you know the way BTC actually controls the way the market goes and all that and all the important points and also, but it's actually a good token. It all depends on how you actually analyze it. Now investing in this token is currently at 0. Okay, the current price right now is 0.0 this thing, but that does not mean that if you buy at this current amount of what is it in 1 week to come or to 1 month and thereabout, you won't see huge profit from it. You're actually going to see huge profit from the market space when looking at it. And also, all these are actually important factors we need to know when talking about this ecosystem, and when talking about this token itself, and what does it actually has to do in the market space and all that. I believe you guys have gained a lot from what I've actually dished out to you guys in the course of today's conversation. I've actually told you that, guys, what the token is actually really all about, what the project itself, before talking about the token, what the ecosystem itself, what they actually are when it comes to the gaming industry, or looking at it in the larger sense. I believe you guys have gotten what I've actually dished out to you guys in the course of today's conversation. Thank you so much for joining us live in today's conversation. Special thanks to Get.io for creating this platform for us to be able to learn and share what the flow is to you guys. I believe you guys have gained a lot from what I've actually dished out to you guys. Join me same time tomorrow for another interesting period. Tomorrow we'll be coming on board with another interesting conversation where we all can actually learn from together. We'll be coming on board tomorrow for another interesting conversation. Make sure you join it, follow me. If you're here to follow my profile and you're listening to me, please can you do follow my profile so when I'm live tomorrow, you will be signified and we all will be having interesting section. If you're here to claim your red cap, please kindly do claim it as we move ahead in the course of today's conversation. Thank you so much for joining us and enjoy the rest of your day. Stay blessed, guys. Short thanks to Get.io for creating this opportunity for us to be able to learn and share what the flow is together. Thank you so much and enjoy the rest of your day. Stay blessed, guys.